Now we got this image, it's time to get it into our website. So looking at your index, we need to be on our source code. And what I want to do is I want it inside my header. And I want it to kind of span the whole width of the page to just kind of invite people in. And it's just a simple picture. I'm just trying to show you, one, how to use text, two, how to use the appearance in Illustrator, but then three, how to utilize a PNG with background colors. And then how to get an image into your website when you're managing your own files. Because what we used to do was we have previously gone to the web and we looked for things like a picture of a giraffe. We've gone to that picture and then we've right-clicked it and opened it in a new tab and then just used the URL. Well, this is already on the web. We don't want to use an image that's on the web. We want to use an image that's on our computer. So we're going to go ahead and locate that file and still do an image, but it's going to be a local file rather than having to have this big long URL. The end goal is to put both these files, both the index.html and the food style sheet CSS file and the image on a web server so we can then access it from the web in the long run. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our header and we're going to delete the text that's in there. So just be open header and close header. We're then going to bring in an image here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring out my text here. I'm going to bring in an image by doing an image tag. And remember, it's a standalone tag so that it has a backslash at the end, closing it inside the tag. We're then going to tell the computer where to find the image. So this is usually where we do a source and then we do quotation marks. Now, what we need to tell the computer to do is, in our foods website, here's your index. You have to point the computer directly to where they would find it. So imagine like you were trying to tell someone how to find the ketchup in your refrigerator, okay? If that's where you store it, which you should store it there. If you were trying to tell them and they didn't know where you stored it at all, you would say, go into the refrigerator in the door on shelf 3 and you'll find the ketchup. Okay, maybe that's not where you store it, but whatever. So what we need to tell the computer is from the index file, because the index file is trying to use the image, where is it going to find the photo? Well, it's going to find the photo for my header inside the assets folder. So I first have to tell the computer, go into the assets folder and then find foods_header_image.png. That's what I want you to display. So here, inside the quotation marks, we have to tell the computer first to go into the assets folder, and then you'll see that it's telling us in Dreamweaver to put a slash at the end of it. That's to say, once you click on assets, go into the folder, that's what the backslash means, and then find the file. And you can see that foods header image.png is popping up. You can then click on it and it will insert it and bring it in. Now, what's cool about it is that my drop shadow is showing, my image is showing, and the yellow behind it on my header is also showing through. It's showing through the middle of the O's and the P and all that kind of stuff. So if I go to my food style sheet and I take the background color from yellow to, let's say, beige, I can see the beige coming through. If I change it to purple, I can see the purple coming through. So because it's a PNG with a transparent background, it's only going to show what's on the image, not a background, and it's going to let everything else come through. And this is a really cool feature of PNGs. That way, if you want to go change the colors of your website, you could adjust it and it'd be quick and easy to use. Now, we do have a little bit of an issue. It's pretty tall. I mean, this picture is a lot shorter than what we originally made our header. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust my header width or height to be 150 instead of 250, and now I've got a shorter image. Now that I have that, I can then go ahead and go back to my source code and I can save both the source code and the style sheet at the same time. So to do that, I can go File and Save All to save everything. Now, in addition to this, we can also preview this on the web. So if I go back to my foods website folder in a File Explorer window, I can open up my index on Google Chrome, and here's what it looks like on a web browser. So here's how the web browser is seeing it. I just wanted to show you that kind of feature, but also practice bringing in an image from a place on our computer. And we're going to go ahead and keep adjusting this as we move forward.